Hi, it's Cindy Bow, and it's been a while since I read the two stories by Jez Alborough. So today I thought I would share another one with you. This one is called Pigs in the Mud in the Middle of the Rud, and it is written by Lynn Plourde and illustrated by John Schooner. So let me get started. Pigs in the mud in the middle of the rud. Now, rud is a word you may not have heard before. It is a different way of saying road. And on the first page, you might notice a few things. We have Grandma walking with a picnic basket, and the rest of the family is getting into this old car called a Model T Ford. It had rained. It had poured. Now the Model T Ford was stopped in the rud by some pigs in the mud. Pigs in the rud, Grandma said. Oh no, won't do. Got a shoe. But who? The brother's gonna take a turn. I'll shoe. That's who, Brother said. He's going to try to get the pigs out of the road. And he shooed and he squealed, wee, and he rutted and he reeled. But the pigs didn't budge, not a tiny little smudge. Now what is coming into the road? Hens in the rud, Grandma said. Oh no, won't do. Got a shoe. But who? I'll shoe, that's who, Sister said. And she shooed and she clucked, bah, and she squawked, bah, and she plucked. But the hens didn't scatter, not a tiny little schmatter. You see something else in the rud? Sheep in the rud, Grandma said. Oh no, won't do. Gotta shoot. But who? Oh, it's gonna be Mama's turn. I'll shoe, that's who, Mama said. And she shooed and she jeered and she baaed and she sheared. But the sheeps didn't shuffle, not a tiny little shuffle. Nothing is getting out of the rud. Oh, now look what's in the road. Bulls in the rud, Grandma said. Oh no, won't do. Got a shoe. But who? Looks like it's going to be the daddy's turn. And they call the daddy Papa. I'll shoe, that's who, Papa said. And he shooed and he tussled, and he snorted and he rustled. You see him pushing? But the bulls didn't charge, not a tiny little smarge. Oh my. Pigs, hens, sheep, bulls, all in the rud. Brother, sister, Mama, and Papa, all in the rud. Oh no, won't do. Got a shoe, but who? Now who's gonna shoe? Oh, look at Grandma. Ooh, wait, Grandma said. Up to me. And with her hands on her hips and a snarl in her lips and her dander up, Grandma yelled, time for sup. Ooh, if you've never heard the word sup, that is like supper, which is also like dinner. It is time for the animals to eat. And look what happened. Budge, scatter, shuffle, charge, smudge, smatter, schmuffle, smarge, all to sup. At last, an empty rud. But look, in the mud. What is it? Oh, with her dress all rumpled and her bonnet all crumpled and muddy from her head all the way to her toes, Grandma said, time to go. And there she is in her muddy dress, driving away. And I always like to see what the brother and sister are snickering. They think it's funny that Grandma got all muddy. And that is the end of the story. Thank you for joining me again.